Good morning. Welcome to this episode of Things I Find Interesting. This is a completely unscripted, way better way. I'm trying to do an episode where I could pack in one, two, three, four interesting things that I just don't have. It's just annoying writing scripts and stuff like that. But let's get into it. So these are the four topics that I find interesting today. Number one, I'm going to talk about why I haven't posted because everything will relate to either a business or a life lesson. So that's why it's business operations related. So it's like that's why I haven't posted, but it's interesting to learn, especially when I talk about my process and stuff like that. The second, I've been raving about this video to share with like all my business friends, and it's how this epoxy business added over 5 profit centers to their business. This is just an amazing way that you can learn to implement these like very simple we'll call them like modules, very simple modules to like plug into your business or most businesses. And then from there, they're just unlock more revenue. So I call them profit centers. I'm going to talk about managing finances, both personal and business, and what apps I use to manage both my personal and business finances. Because I had a client last night and we were talking about cash flow and how do you analyze cash flow. And they didn't it was very hard to find the source of truth. So I'll dive into tools that can help you manage and analyze your cash flow. If you're a small and medium sized business and you're tracking it in Excel, I have some tools for you. And lastly, this is just interesting too. What is RevOps, revenue operations, and how can it grow your revenue? So as obviously you can tell, it's very business oriented because that's just all the content I just consume. That's all the YouTube algorithm just feeds me is just and Juno Beats mixes, and then like lots of just business talks and lectures. I love it. So let's get into the first one. Why haven't I posted? This gets into building systems. Everything I do, I'm trying to build a system, and I'm very foundational where each system has to build on top of the other. So I have my life system, how I manage my life, everything operations and stuff I have to do. That has a very synchronized clock flow to the routines, the habits, the systems, the processes that I use. It's very routine, but it makes me very effective. So it's very hard to deviate from that routine and process or this system, life system that I built. So trying to incorporate content creation. I'm not a content creator. Don't ever call me a content creator. I am not an influencer. I am not a content creator. I am not here for creating content. Dear God, no. It's it's like, let's put it this way. It is not mentally healthy to do this. And that's why I learned. So that's why I haven't posted. I got burnt out after doing all those reps of videos and trying to add this process into my life system. There's friction. It wasn't working. And so that's why I got burnt out and just haven't posted for a week. Not that anyone cares. There's only 44 subscribers, but it's important around systems and building systems that are scalable, especially when it comes to your life. And this is very important to me. So today I changed the routine where I'm like, hey, there's these 4 things that I find fascinating. They're business related. We could find some life lessons. And rather than just tell them to my business friends, I want to share them with you because we're all entrepreneurs trying to build a better future together. That's why I like Global Builders Club. It's like we're globally just constantly building a better future, we're taking our vision and we're literally building it. We're building it physically. And that takes a lot of work and sacrifice. And I like this quote, winners create goals. Or no, losers create goals, winners create systems. I was listening to a SaaS talk last night, and I thought that was such a great lesson of everything has to build a system and it has to work with you. So it wasn't fulfilling to sit down and just talk to you and share all these cool, interesting things. I was too obsessed in the 2 stages up before this process, the keyword research, the script writing. That whole 2 process is about an hour and a half. That was just not just only a time suck, but such a mental drain. And I was so mentally drained after doing that exercise before every video to sit there. So you can see it in the videos if you go back to the other ones. They're all scripted. They're all read from, I try to read from like a teleprompter-ish, but it was such a burnout from the process that I didn't enjoy it. So that's why I was like, so today I went for a walk, wrote down the 5 interesting things I've just been talking to my friends that are just top of mind right now. And this is important because information in life moves way too fast. And in this digital world, like trying to get you the latest and most interesting information so you could better your life, to learn the new tools, methodologies, and processes to like, this is the better way of doing things. That was the old way. Trying to get that information to you in the most streamlined process is like what I'm trying to like nail down from thought to share, and trying to shorten that time gap from like, I don't know, from 2 weeks to 1 week to now like less than 30 minutes, which is great. I love that. So I took an hour and a half task down to 15 minutes, and the rest was an enjoyable walk around the neighborhood. And I enjoyed the process, and I came back excited, and now I'm excited to talk about the next things. And so that's why I haven't posted it, because I have to build a system that works with my life so that I could create around my life schedule, and around the things that I'm interested in. That just flows. It has to flow. I'm so meticulous about building flow in my life. So that's why I'm like meticulous about systems and stuff. So that's that. Let's move on to the next one. Yo, this epoxy video. Okay, let me get the name. Because if you go to YouTube, and the reason why I'm not doing visuals is because from a production standpoint, adding visuals, adding editing, adding all that extra is time to edit, time to ship. It just delays the shipping time, and I need to get you the latest information fast. So that's why it's like podcasts, and this is the most streamlined. You should be listening to this in the morning. You should be listening to this when you're doing your chores, walking around the neighborhood, or exercising. Get your daily like new ideas and new possibilities and new insights, so that you can see the world from a new perspective with these new tools and possibilities, so you could go about your day doing things better and not doing it the old way. So that's why I'm trying to like streamline from my brain to your brain as fast as possible. Epoxy up flip. So there's a YouTube channel called, let's see if I get it on the first one. Yes, called Upflip. 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 You want to look for a video called Starting a $500,000 a month epoxy flooring business. I'm going to say that again. It links in the bio, but yeah, starting a $500,000 a month epoxy flooring business. You need to watch this video if you are a business owner, or you have a business or an owner's mindset. That's a differentiate right there too. But yes, here's the reason why. This guy shows, I'm very fascinated about like the business model of building businesses like McDonald's. I'm interested in the model of how to build operations of like, that's my bread and butter that I love. And so what I love from like Jay Abraham and what this guy implemented is that there's these things called profit centers. They're modules that you could plug into your business to unlock additional revenue. For example, God, this guy has this. Let's talk about a referral system. This guy has a referral system in his business, and you're not like, no, I let my customers know, or let my clients know that we're also offering other things, and I could give them. No. He has a repeatable process that's data driven and trackable. That's a system. When you have data driven metric, everything's data driven in my life. Everything is like trying to be as more data driven to make this better decisions. And that's what we have the opportunity in this day age. We have access to information to make better decisions. So this guy, what he does is he prints out a business card that looks like a credit card and has a dollar value on it, some large amount. They have a high ticket item. And he gives it to his clients at the very end of a job to say, hey, or pass it to your friends, or share it, to give the gift, or passing it on. And that has a little code at the very bottom that he could track when new clients call in. It's only for new clients. Call in to redeem the code. He does a job in a neighborhood, and then like does all the marketing around the houses in the job to do additional one. Grant Cardone does this too. It's so fascinating. What he does is he goes into a city, and then he'll market to all the large business industries, chiropractors, HVAC, dentist, and then he provides sales solutions. So he'll provide sales training, and I provide business operations stuff. But that's where it's like, so if you want to unlock more revenue into your business, adding a referral program that's trackable, and very easy for the clients to share with their friends and family. Amazing. So let me also talk about the next thing in this one. I geek out. So By trade, I'm a senior Salesforce administrator, so I geek out about CRMs, customer relationship management systems. So basically, in a business, you have a collection of customers, basically, or clients or leads, to be customers or clients. And so basically, you're tracking all the relationships, the interactions, the revenue, sales, all of that is in a CRM. So it gives you insight into your business. Who are your top 10 customers? How often do they buy? How many? What's your churn rate? How many new customers do you get a month? What's the average lifetime value of each customer? A lot of this gives you those metrics on your sales. Know your numbers too. So I geek out about CRMs. This guy's CRM is gangsterly tailored for his business and industry. Like it has it from the start all the way from the booking is automated and systemized all the way to the follow up after to the thank you. It sends out after the job is done, they do epoxy floor and they finish epoxying the floor. The CRM will send a thank you letter and brownie to the clients after the job is done. Like that is a major loyalty boost, is trying to like give back to your customers as a special thanks to say thank you so much for choosing us to do business, to do your business. And so like giving that back to your clients is like an above and beyond. So I'm all about like customer service and above and beyond, and like, because which will lead into the next one, that these are profit centers in your business. Your business isn't just marketing and just the revenue you do in sales. No, 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 no. Your business, there's three departments, and this now segues into the next one of what is RevOps and how can you use it to grow your business. RevOps is the combining of your sales, marketing, and customer success teams unified, so that they're basically the three teams that unlock or manage revenue in your business or bring in revenue. And you're like, wait, customer service brings in revenue? Yes, they're responsible for nurturing, for continuing to bring value to the customer once they're onboarded, and then to continuously upsell them, not in a bad way, but upsell them to deliver more value of adding additional products or services that could benefit them in attaining whatever goal that they're after, faster, easier, cheaper, more efficient. So that's where I find super fascinating that there's an industry that's like opened up where it's like revenue operations, where now they're like, hey, marketing and sales aren't talking to each other. Customer success ain't talking to either, like doesn't get to talk to sales and marketing, like for whatever reason. And they're all using different systems, different apps. And so information flows from one to the other separately. And so like there's missing data, there's missing handoff information. Marketing is sending poor marketing quality leads. Sales is looking at poor sales quality leads. Customer success is not focused on bringing in additional revenue or value to the customer, but they're like, so this is such a great framework and principles and philosophies and principles to whether small or medium-sized business to look at aligning your marketing, sales, and customer success departments under one called revenue operations, so that you could streamline operations, technologies, processes, workflow. You could do things cheaper, faster, more efficient. Once you streamline, you could consolidate your tech stack. You guys are probably using different tech stacks across for different teams. And so each team is not unified into one tech stack or one source of truth for all their data, whether it be CRM or whether it be project and task management in their operations or in their business. So that's why I think revenue operations is a huge benefit to like unlock a lot of like confusion and streamline operations for a business, like which ultimately at the end of the day just unlocks more revenue. Let's talk about the last one, managing finances, because that's a taboo topic, but it's an important topic because a lot of people struggle with managing finances, especially business owners. So last night I was talking with a client, and basically they were struggling with cash flow. And so the first thing is want to make sure you're getting a solid source of truth of data, and also using tools now to give you more, that empower you as a business owner, especially in the finance. And so I introduced them to QuickBooks because they didn't have any there was no cash flow reporting. It was very hard to track fixed, variable. So there's a lot of things that as a small business owner you don't have time to build an app to manage the finances for your business. There's already apps out there, software as a service tools like QuickBooks, that allow you to automatically import all the transactions from your bank accounts, categorize them, and then automatically have that information flow into amazing reports such as your profit and loss statement, your balance sheet month over month. They have budgeting. Then you also have cash flow statement, and then you can also do cash flow forecasting, which was fascinating. Kind of like geeked out down there. So you could forecast using. They have a little sandbox where you're like, okay, this is your revenue up to here for the next 6 or 12 months. We project that you're going to have these expenses, and then you can add other expenses or income that you expect to come in over whatever those months, and you can see your cash flow on like a prediction to forecast it over the next 6 or 12 months. So a lot of these tools, the reason why I bring them up is because out of the box, they just empower you with a lot of like resources that 10 years ago you would need a financial accountant to like start tracking all your income and expenses and fixed costs and variable costs and stuff like that. So that's on the business side. On the personal side, you could also use QuickBooks. It's a very powerful tool, and you're going to be importing. So I recommend QuickBooks. But there's another one more consumer, and that is called Pocketbook. I'm not sponsored by any of these. This is just 100%. This show is sponsored by me. It's bootstrapped by me. It's funded by me. So if I recommend a tool, it's because it works, and it works because I need it to work. It's not because they have an affiliate program and I want to just show you their top 10 features so I could show you an affiliate code. Like, no, like I use a tool because it's in my tech stack, and I've used it repeatedly because I need dependable, repeatable apps to run not only my life but my business. So that's why I depend on these apps to work efficiently. So Pocket Guard is a great app for personal finance managing. Automatically syncs with all your bank accounts, automatically starts categorizing. Within 10 minutes that you download and you sync the bank accounts, I know information, another person has your information. Everyone has your information already. It sucks. So with that, at least you pull it in, it automatically gives you amazing month over month reporting. You get a cash flow statement in there, you get budget, you get to see month over month, especially for category spending. You're like, oh yeah, groceries. I've spent this much month over month, and you see a nice timeline. I love that. You could do budgeting with it. They have a great desktop app that you could do all your budgets and visualize. Transactions come in automatically. They get categorized. So it's very minimal input for insight and reporting. So that's basically because all management and all analytics and all these CRMs, we're just building and collecting all this data so that the next level is not just collecting data. The more next level is looking at charts and seeing data over time, so you can see your expenses over time, so you can make better decisions on, oh, if I want to save this much, then I need to lower this category expense by 20% or something, whatever. So it gives you tools to give you insights into your expenses, because it's a black box and a lot of people are struggling with their finances, and I don't want you to be one of them. So honestly, 2 apps for your business, QuickBooks, and then 2 if you're personal, Pocket Guard. That's going to give you insights to start looking at your finances, and then so you can start making better decisions. And that's it for today. This was amazing of a ride. I really got to share interesting things that I found interesting. There's no script. This was more fun of just, I get to share cool things with you and just hang out. That's all I want to do. So I hope you have a great day. We both learned something new today. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the day. Bye.